We're live. We're motherfucking live.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Aliens on the border.
The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found.
Faster than light, spaceship of the future.
By direction of the President of the United States, stay in your home.
Is it human or inhuman? Earthly or unearthly?
Born in that swirling inferno of radioactive dust, there is no word to describe them.
We may be witnesses to a biblical prophecy come true.
Why is it that we usually ignore the fourth dimension?
Is this the human race of the future?
Aliens on the border.
Hello, governor. Now, what's up? What's going on, everybody?
Evening, Governor.
Welcome back to Aliens on the Border. And this is episode 78. We're hanging out with Chris from Cultura Beer Garden. You might have seen him walking around if you ever pull up at the spot. And we just popped open, what is this, Shiny Diamond Ale?
That's right. Independence Brewery.
These guys have artists, like musician, would you say like musician themed beers?
They have, as far as I recollect, two. So you got Shiny Diamonds. It's kind of a homage to Dio.
Yeah.
Shine, or what was it
I
called?
thought it was Rihanna.
Maybe.
Shine bright like a diamond.
What's the name of that song? Damn it, my brain's mushy right now. Dio, Holy Diver. Yes, there we go.
Holy Diver.
Yeah, that's the one. And then they also have the Cowboys from Hellas. That's a homage to Pantera.
Ooh,
Dope.
That beer's good.
I mess with that, dude.
Little side note. Right now we have the band from California all the way out. They're a punk band, I believe, from California. Yeah, they're here. Pity party right now going on at Cultura, this main stage outside. So get over here, have some craft beer, and maybe say hi to us after the show. So just letting you guys know, we're gonna have a little bit of background noise, but should be fun. So
We are live, so you know.
let's get into it.
We're live. It's not 5, but we're definitely having some nice ones.
Cold ones.
Roger, what's going on? Chris, the last time that you were on the podcast, we had the whole Cultura crew.
Yeah.
Yourself, Benny, your wife, and I forget the other
Kendra.
lady's name. Kendra. There you
Kendra.
go. And it was a fun time. We tried some beers. You guys were still at the old location, man.
That's right. Yes. We were talking about that earlier right now. And yeah, time flies, man. Now we're going on 7 months already, or 6-7 months open down here, downtown Laredo, the new location. So
916 Salinas, right?
That's right.
Prime spot.
Dude, prime
is.
fucking time.
It is, yes. A lot of cool things happening here.
Now, I remember when you guys had just started out at this new location, it was mostly like a Thursday through Sunday thing, right?
Wednesday through Saturday.
Wednesday through Saturday, okay. And now you guys are doing like pretty much every day, right?
No, well, we brought in Tuesday.
Okay.
Thank you, Val.
you can
Speaking
get-
of
you
Independence,
can get
Cowboy
it.
from Hell.
Nice.
See, my wife knows me, all right?
Right.
Nice. You read your mind.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. So, anywho, yes, now we're doing lunch too. So over there, it was just an evening thing, 7 to 12, Wednesday through Saturday till 1. Here we're doing lunch, now that we have the food trucks here as well, 11 to 3, Monday through Friday. And then Saturday, we have a brunch, 11 to 3, and then Saturday night from 7 to 1. And then evenings, well, we stay open actually from Tuesday to Friday from 11 to 12 a.m. We stay open. Straight
Nice.
shot, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
That is super,
Tuesdays
super
you.
dope.
Yeah. The trucks take a break, though. That's for sure.
I was here last night. I was here for Vinyl Night, which is
That's
hosted
right.
by our friends at the Screaming Flower, which is
That's right.
Geraldine.
Geraldine, Richard.
Yeah, Geraldine and Richard. Yeah, they the Vinyl Night was popping last night.
Yes.
man.
Dude, I saw your thing, and I should have taken up Kevin because we got out of work, and Kevin's like, "You're going to Cultura?" And I was like,
He was
"No."
supposed to show up, but he didn't.
Oh, he didn't show up.
No, he had to
okay.
babysit a dog or something.
Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
we,
Well,
are,
I mean-
we are dog friendly,
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
exactly
like a dog over
right.
here.
He
That's
could've-
no excuse.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It is.
Come on,
it was
Kevin.
an excuse for
What's
him.
going on, Kevin? What are you doing?
Kevin.
Babysitting dogs, apparently.
Yeah, but
So-
but yeah, it looked cool though. I was like, damn.
Tuesdays, Vinyl Nights.
That's right.
Wednesdays, y'all have the gaming nights. So is
Yes.
that still going to go on tonight after the...
No, tonight, no, since we have a special event. We got the
Right.
band from Cali playing. They're actually playing right now.
Is this a stop from their, like a South by Southwest thing, or...
Pre-South by Southwest,
Yeah,
I suppose. These shows these showcases that we've been doing, I want to say it's every other Wednesday, sometimes every second, third Wednesday maybe. We started doing these beginning of the year, January,
Right.
with our buddy J Ram.
Yeah, from
Shout out to
Raul.
J-Ram, shout out to Gonzi.
Yeah, 2 hour indie
Yeah,
power.
that's right. They're the ones bringing in the cool stuff, man. So, yeah. Nice to work with
this is
them.
great. And you guys, I know we spoke a little bit about this before, but they're 2 Hour Indie Power. Speaking about them, they're actually bringing in some bands to do like stops before their South by Southwest stuff, or during it, like a stop here. So, and you'll be working with some of those bands as well, right?
Absolutely. I think we have some booked for spring break.
Right.
Yeah, that whole week. I want to say we have one every day. I'm not sure. I got to talk to J-Ram today. We'll find out. Yeah,
I
we'll
saw a
just keep
couple.
tuned.
I saw a couple of flyers already.
Yeah,
for
as
some
soon
of
as
the
we get
dates,
that
so-
info, we'll post it up on the page as well.
Yeah. It does help, that J-Ram kind of takes care of that aspect for us. He promotes himself through the showcase, and obviously we give him a venue to do that.
Right.
Because we get really busy just
on regular nights, right?
Planning events. We have tons going on this month. Next Saturday we have. Well, we started March with Texas Independence. That was last Saturday, and then we have. What do we have this? We have something going on this weekend. I gotta check. But the 16th we're doing our first comedy show upstairs,
which is
we're
where
at
we're
right
currently
now.
sitting.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So we're starting construction up here. We should be done by next week. We have to be done by next week. And then we also have St. Patty's event, which we're calling the San Patricio event.
Yeah, I saw
Pachanga,
that.
yeah.
Dude, I'm just kind of hyped for that. That's gonna be like pretty popping, dude. And to begin with, it's usually like a pretty popping off spot. Like even just on
chill nights, not that it's chill, but like there's nothing going on as far as like music
people
outside.
is like,
People still
I'm
come,
down.
yeah.
Let's get a couple brews, because dude, the beers that y'all have, I tried that I Am Brute, dude.
Yes,
that was
Southern
really
Star.
nice. Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, it was last Thursday, we had the Southern Star rep for our area. She was here, and we did the release party for that beer. Yeah, the I Am Brute.
Pretty dope, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
I tried one yesterday, the Altstat Alt.
I love those beers.
That beer is probably
Fantastic
my
beers.
new favorite beer. I was sticking with Alamo Maybach for a bit, and that was I tend to
It's
guess
a lager?
The Outstad, they have 3 right now. Their flagship beers are the Outstad Out, which is an Out beer. It's an old German beer or German style recipe. Then they have a lager, and they also have a Kolsch.
You know what? I think I tried the lager downstairs a little bit earlier, and it was fucking crisp and smooth.
Real light
And
beers. Easy drinking.
Derek was one of your bartenders, for everyone that doesn't
Yes.
know. Derek was like giving me the whole spiel, man, for that alt, and I was like,
Derek
yo.
is great at
Dude,
like
yeah, man.
he's the one that I kind of like credit towards like finding what my beer is, because he's always really good at like finding, oh hey, you know what, you like this beer, because I was a Shiner
You look like
guy.
a pretentious bitch. Here you go.
He's something like that. Yeah, no, he was like, Shiner, that's baby shit. Let me get you to some other
Step
stuff.
up.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with
So-
Shiner.
No,
but absolutely.
no. But like, I was like Shiner Bach all the
Yeah.
way. I stuck with that. I've been drinking that
It's
beer
solid,
for
man.
years.
It's
As soon as it
go
got
to.
here, he
Yeah.
started saying like, yeah, you know what? You like Shiner? Let me steer you a little this way. You might like these flavors and this and that. So he's kind of like helped me expand the palate, I guess, for refine it. So
Well, Derek excels at upselling beers and also suggesting beers to
Right.
people. It's like just based off a simple question like, "Hey, what do you normally drink?" And that's kind of how we taught all the employees, the bartenders. When someone comes in, they look like a deer in the headlights. Like, go to them and be like, "Hey, what's up, man? Or what's up, homie? Or what's up, girl? Whatever." And what do you normally drink? Well, Dos Equis. Well, you know what? Try the Tejas Prima, or try this, or try that. So we sway them towards the craft aspect.
And I think that's super important, because there's a lot of places that will sell craft beer here in Laredo, but I think you guys are the first ones that will
Are knowledgeable about it.
knowledgeable
Yes.
about it,
Yeah.
and you're friendly about it. It doesn't seem like intimidating or any of that kind of stuff.
Kind of like, like it's not very like snooty or
Yeah, like you said, like deer in headlights kind of look. A lot
Yeah.
of people will come here just like, oh, just give me a Miller or just give me like a Bud Light. Again, nothing wrong with that, but if you want to expand a little bit, try a little bit of craft beer stuff.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And you do it without being snooty or pretentious, and you do it in a very like, hey, let's get you over here kind of stuff.
And that's the way to do it, because I like to put myself in the customer's shoes, and I can see how maybe our beer menu is. We have a lot of beers, man. We have at least 85% Texas craft, and the rest is just kind of cool crafts that I like from California or Colorado. And then obviously what we call the have-to-haves, your Shiners, your Millers, your Tecates,
Your
Equis,
staples.
your staples. We call them the have-to-haves. But yes, I can. That's the reason why. If you see someone, I told the bartenders, if you see someone looking at the beer, fridge, and they're just kind of like, holy shit, you guys have a lot of beer.
Dude.
You know, like it could be intimidating. They can be like, oh, give me the Miller. You know, I don't know what to choose. And that's why they're there. Like, don't be afraid. Go talk to Derek, Stephanie, Jess, me, anyone that's there, you know, and we'll steer you the right way.
You guys do, and I know because I sat in on a couple of these meetings and they were fun. You guys do weekly meetings with your employees.
Yes.
To kind of like teach them how to do that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
You kind of basically do what I guess we're going to do in a bit, where
Yeah.
we crack a couple of these things open, talk
Try
a little bit
'em
about
out.
the flavor, and
Try 'em out.
try them out a little bit.
Yes.
And I think that's super cool because I think there's not that much interaction or involvement with other places that will like say, hey, you know what, come and try this beer or whatever, and let's talk a little bit about the notes. And you've done an extensive amount of research because you've visited breweries.
Yes.
You've gone. What's your favorite brewery, man?
I don't know. That's a hard question because I like every brewery that I've been to and that I've tasted. And if I'm a fan of theirs, it's because of a certain thing they do. You know, have it be their flagship beers, have it be their seasonals, or just have it be just their attitude. You know, and you see that when you go to a brewery. You know, you talk to these people and everyone has their personality. You know, and they're all likable people. I mean, they're making beer. It's not a bad job. I can't foresee working at a brewery being
And
a
hating
horrible
your
job.
life. Like, oh, dude.
You know, they love
We
what they
gotta make
do.
some more beer.
They
Fuck.
love what they do. It's kind of like when you come here and you talk to the bartenders, like they're going to give you a friendly smile because they like what they do. They like beer. That's the reason why they excel at selling our beer, because they like what they do. So I guess a few to kind of, I guess, showcase a little bit. I had a really good experience at Southern Star, who makes I Am Brute. We met this really cool dude, Keith, there, and awesome Southern hospitality.
Yeah.
You know, but really cool dude. Beer kept flowing. Hooked it up with
Southern Star is where? Where are they from?
That's in Conroe, Texas. That's
Okay.
that's a little northern Houston. Yeah,
No, in Houston.
yeah, about 30 miles out. And cool place, really cool place. Small brewery, considering that they have a really extensive amount of beers that they push out. But yeah, cool dudes, man, all around, everywhere I've been to.
Who's your favorite like seasonal run? Because I know you mentioned, like you said, you like a lot of breweries for specific things, the way they do their attitude,
Yeah.
their seasonal. What would be your favorite seasonal?
Just really quick to kind of just throw something in there. Excuse me, quick burp here.
There might be a lot of burps throughout this.
Yeah.
We're trying
We are drinking.
We might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Excuse me. We try to keep it seasonal, so we're gonna always be bringing in the seasonal beers. Why? Because that's how we can ensure we're bringing you the freshest beers. You know, I'm not gonna bring you last year's seasonal unless it's like a barrel aged something. It takes about a year to barrel age something. Right now, Shiner's really killing it with their seasonals, and we have one right now that we're gonna
candy
chase.
pecan porter.
Yes.
From
They've been knocking them out.
Yo, I'm super down for porters in general.
Uh-huh.
Pecan or pecan, whatever you want to call it. Porters are like, fuck, dude. I'm super down. Can't wait to get to that one.
Well, I know what you
Super
guys drink, so what we're gonna be trying out today is stuff that I know you guys are really gonna like. So
I know. I saw some
yeah.
founders in there. I was like,
I brought a porter. We just brought this one in on Monday, and I know you like the porters, man. So
You know
that's
me,
why I brought
bro.
it.
What's up, man? That's what's up. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Well, while we're getting, I guess, closer to that point,
Yes.
I feel very jittery to get to that point already. But cool, man. So tell us a little bit of the story about the transition from the older venue to this one, man. I know you guys have been doing a lot, and I know we've praised you multiple times on the show because of the scene that you're like helping cultivate here, and like just in general the downtown scene.
Yes.
But in Laredo in general, like I've seen people come down here who would have never thought like showing up. Like I've had multiple people tell me, "Oh, downtown Laredo, I don't know if you want to go down there and walk there at
Yeesh,
night."
bro.
I've been hearing that shit since I opened up Cafe Dolce downtown 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing someone told me. He told me and my wife and my other partners at Cafe Dolce. They said, "Why downtown? You guys should open up north. You guys should open up Central Laredo." And I was like, "No, we want to be downtown, And if it's not worth taking a risk, it's not worth doing it at all,
Right.
Visionary, bro. That's fucking visionary.
And we take risks, And we put our money where our mouth is, whatever little money that we have, and we make it blossom. And we're relentless, And if it's not working, we have to figure out why it's not working and make it fucking work. There's no way
That's
around
awesome.
it.
I really respect that,
There's
man.
no way around it.
I remember talking to you about it actually as you were making the transition from the Samber location
Yeah.
over to this one. I had spoken to you
I want
about
to see what this looks like.
how was it you guys were transitioning here, because I had literally been here like about a week before you made the announcement that you were going to transition down here, and this place was like a condemned building.
It was actually.
It was a condemned building, and I mean, I can't imagine the amount of work that you guys did to get this up to code.
Yeah.
Which I hear is a pretty big deal for like buildings downtown in general.
It is
A lot of elbow grease.
and a lot of help too, and working with the right people too. You know, our landlords are also architects. You know, the Frank architects,
Yeah, the
Viviana,
Ronofskis.
Frank Ronofsky, Julian Ronofsky, really really great people, and this wouldn't happen without them. You know, and I got to give them a lot of credit for really believing in us and subscribing to our vision. Absolutely,
Yeah.
that's
Helping
the only
you
way.
navigate it.
Yeah.
Because I hear like there's a lot of like disconnects in terms of city, man. Because we're kind of dealing with that kind of stuff too, with the whole like cultivarte stuff, which is like a little push that we're making to expand like the art scene downtown and Laredo in general. So yeah, but I understand that. So that's cool, man. And so what made you want to like choose this building specifically? Like you just saw it, or
Well, actually, this building's been pitched to me and Valerie for a few years now, and Viviana was interested in possibly having us open up Cafe Dolce here because we work with her also. She's our landlord for the Cafe Dolce Del Mar location.
right?
So
So
when
beautiful location,
yeah,
by the way. That place
and we've
is
been
Yeah, it's a really nice spot.
We've been
I
there
like
for 4 years already. So when we were thinking about, well, we needed to close downtown because we were just going through some issues over there with not sales. It was just mainly landlord issues
Right.
and house issues, you know. And it's the same shit basically. The house is it's not falling apart, but there's problems, and it's your property, you know. The landlord should take care of it, you know. And they didn't really want to do shit. So it's one of those where like, well, we're not going to put money into this place, you know. We're just paying rent here. So that's kind of what happened. We had to close downtown, the downtown location. So she pitched this building to us, but we were like, no, like we're good. We just want one location right now because running 2 locations was fucking crazy. And I was
That's
trying.
right. You had 2 Cafe Dolce locations.
Yeah, we
over
did
that
for
time.
2 years. Yeah, two straight fucking years, and that was a lot of work. And we weren't used to that. You know, we were obviously as any business, you want to grow. You know, so we decided to open up the Del Mar location, but we still were trying to figure out how to work one location. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we kind of jumped the gun. But like I said, you got to take those risks, you know, and just dive in and swim, you know, and keep swimming. So that's what we did. And we swam for 2 years and then to the point where we're just kind of like, well, we can keep doing this, but, you know, it didn't happen that way.
Damn, I haven't been to Cafe Dolce in a minute though. But
Dude.
y'all had like some really good sandwiches.
Soup.
Dude, I was about to
The
say
basil
I've
soup.
had,
yes.
y'all had like a vegan chili once that I pulled up.
I do make the vegan chili occasionally whenever I kind of feel like making it. I mean, it's an easy thing to do. It's my recipe and whatnot. But I'm crazy that way where, like, I'll do something, and if it's really popular, I'll kind of stop it for a few weeks and then kind of just, like, wait.
Let the hype build.
Yeah, let them anticipate. And then I'll say, fuck, you know what? I'm going to do this chili instead. So then I kind of forget about it, you know, and I'm kind of crazy in that aspect. But, you know, Cafe Dolce food's real simple, and that's the reason I got to lend that to that lends to our success because we're not trying to be pretentious. We're not trying to break the wheel or reinvent the wheel with making, you know, a new fucking Reuben sandwich or this or that, or whatever the shit. We just keep it simple. It's been the same menu for 5 years, maybe 6 years, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know?
I feel that, yeah. And I think one of the things that lends a lot to the success as well is that you guys treat every place like home. And I
Yes.
think that's the main thing. Like, you make everyone feel at home, and I think that's awesome.
And that's how you're guaranteed to get people back. You know, 2 things: customer service and shit. Customer service is the main shit. That's
Right.
really all you really need to be successful. And if you show them a good time, if you give them the extra attention, if you navigate them through your menu or the beer menu, whatever it is that we're doing, and you become friends with them, you know, and they're gonna want to come back.
Cool, man.
That's like, and that definitely bleeds through here again, like with the same way that like your bartenders approach everyone, or if they're people that are like at the bar, like like that whole concept still it's very prevalent. And let me ask you this, dude: did you see like how big this is now? Like, did you see that as like from the beginning, back when you guys were on Soundbuild?
No. Okay, so really quick, the only way that Cultura Beer Garden was born, the only way that was the only way it happened was because we closed downtown. That's the only way we were able to make Cultura Beer Garden. Had we made a decision to keep Dolce downtown open, we would not have Cultura. So once we broke that and we just had Delmar, and then we started working with the Pan American to make a food truck park, we had gotten another bar to open up there. On the Rocks was an open. Well, they opened the Scotch Room, so that was open for like 2 months. But it's a new project. It was the first food truck park in Laredo, and it was hard to get the trucks, and the trucks that were around didn't like the idea of having to pay rent somewhere and be located permanently somewhere.
But you guys had an idea that you were going to attract a crowd.
It was.
general,
I gotta give credit, and like I said, I'm very honest, and I do give credit to people. And the food truck park idea was actually Sandra from Pan American's idea. That was
which
her
is now
idea.
Frontera, right?
That's correct. So that was her idea, and she asked us to help her make that happen.
Right.
So we started working together. Mainly my wife and her were working to do this. And obviously I have my wife's back, so we, in a sense, whatever she does, I'm there, and vice versa. That's how we work. So,
which is great, by the way. I mean, the fact that you guys are like, of course, you guys have like basically a joint business venture. You got to meet. I'm sure you guys have some differing like opinions at times.
But that's how we get shit done, because not all of my ideas are great.
Right.
And not all her ideas are great either. So we keep each other in check. It checks and balances, basically, between us. So like, if she's floating too high, I'm going to grab that kite and bring it down.
Yeah.
Be like, nope.
That's
I got to
awesome.
ground you.
That's
and
great.
vice versa. If I'm floating too high, she's going to bring me down. Like, nope, we can't do that, So, and then we find a compromise.
So, yeah, actually, one of the things that I just thought about right now, like I didn't really consider, like you guys. I mean, as far as starting having a really cool craft beer scene that's kind of popping up, and I mean the just the general like hominess that's going on here, and I mean right now you've got a band fucking killing it out there.
Yeah.
It sounds. You guys also kind of pioneered the food truck stuff, which is huge, because now you have other parks that are opening up, and
there's like 3 already, right? Like not counting this one.
There is
3 or 4.
This one,
there is
Streets,
3, and we don't consider ourselves a food truck park.
Right.
We're Cultura Beer Garden,
Right.
and we have food trucks. So just to kind of finalize the first question that you guys asked me. So basically, yes, we had on the Rocks there, Scotch Room. It wasn't going fast enough. He bounced. At that point, we were going to do a Cafe Dolce food truck. That was our main stake at helping her make the food truck park, right? So then when he bounced, we were like, well, shit, that sucks. Now we need to get somebody else to make a bar. At that moment, my partners, Benny and Kendra, were like, well, shit, why don't we make the bar, guys? And we just sell some craft beer. And I was like, no, man, like, I don't want to start a new project, like, I'm trying to fix or to work Cafe Dolce and maybe still get that food truck somehow and figure this out. But I know we can do this and that. And I was like, well, okay, look, if we do a bar, it has to be, like, we have to focus on Texas craft beer. That's what I want to do. And then we said, fuck it. And then a week later, Cultura Beer Garden was open. And then a month and a half later, it was actually open,
Yeah.
So, and the food truck idea went out the window because our money went to the bar. And we thought, okay, you know what? Make a little bar, no big deal. We make a little extra cash, whatever. Everyone has their day jobs. This is just a little side project. No, it fucking blew up.
Yeah.
The whole idea
yeah.
blew up.
Bro.
Underestimating it.
Like last year, one of the nights that I saw it the most packed back when it was at Pan American was the Salinas celebration, dude.
Yes.
Oh, which is gonna
Jesus.
That's how we're going to finalize this month. March 30th will be our Bidi Bidi Bomb Beer Pachanga. Second anniversary or second version or whatever you want to call it. So, but ultimately the reason why we came over here was we underestimated the beast, that is Cultura Beer Garden,
Yeah.
and people wanted that, and we gave it to them, and then we realized instantly that we didn't have enough space for the volume of people that were coming in, as evident as it was during our first Salina event.
I think I photographed a couple of those events too, man.
So.
I know one of the thing that like blew my mind, because I remember I was there, was that the farewell party. You guys had like a sending off thing when you guys closed. That night was sick, dude. There was never a moment where there wasn't a line going out the door, and you guys sold out of beer that night. So I was like,
I couldn't order any other beer. We had to get rid of all the inventory because of TABC rules. We couldn't bring it over here,
Right.
Or I couldn't take it home and drink it or whatever,
Right.
So We had to sell everything, and everything fucking sold. I think like the last hour, all we had was canned wines, and like bona fide beer drinkers were drinking canned wine.
I was there. I was there sipping
same.
the freaking, what was it, the rosé or whatever
The
it was?
rosé, the red wine, the red blend.
Yeah.
Yep. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was there.
That was very
That's
interesting to see. But yeah, I mean, that's the reason why we had to leave over there, because we had a year contract there, and we just needed more space. We needed to branch off. And it was also kind of getting confusing. It's a Pan American food truck park, Cultura Beer Garden, Pan American Courts Cafe. There's just so many monikers, so many names in one location.
Right.
And people were getting confused. And we needed to step away to just have our own identity,
Before we go on to the next, I kind of want to crack open one of these.
Pick one.
Let's get started.
I forgot about the beer tasting. Let's do it.
I'm super down for that Founders. I don't know if you want to save that for the last one.
I'm done to save that for the last one.
Okay. All right. Then I'll let you do the honors, man. You let us know.
Pick something out. All right, perfect. Well, here we go. So to keep it in spirit of independence, we got the shiny diamond
Show it to
there.
the camera. Show it to the camera there, man.
Where's your camera? Right over there?
It's
right
that's
here.
the one right here.
So we got the Cowboys from Hellas. That's the one we're talking about earlier. So the one we're going to try is one that I brought in on Monday that I haven't even had yet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so this is the Red Bud. They do this
Pop
every
in the
year.
cherry.
Last year they had the Cucumber Red Bud, Berliner Weiss beer. It's a light beer. This one has passion fruit and guava. So, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
Again, Derek was telling me about this one.
Yeah, I
earlier.
just saw one of my friends trying it outside too.
Very nice.
Let's see what the deal is.
All right, cool. And while we're doing this,
What are you drinking at home?
what are you drinking?
Are you drinking water? Because if you are, that's cool.
Gotta stay hydrated, man.
100%.
So we'll do this, and then we'll do a little question. I want to like focus on this little like tasting here. So again,
Let's
this
take a
was
sniff.
what passion fruit and guava.
Passion fruit and guava. That's right. Here, cheers, guys.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
Boom.
Interesting.
It's nice.
Oh man, I can't do tart beers. Just a little tart.
Oh,
It's a sour?
Berliner Weiss are tart beers. They're tart in nature.
It's good. It's
yeah.
good, and I definitely taste that like the
It's different. It's definitely not something I would normally try. Again, you know me, dark
Yeah.
beer type of person.
Absolutely.
Heavy flavor. But it's pretty, it's nice. I mean,
This is nice for spring, summer, by the pool, by the beach, by the lake. Yeah.
Just to give a shout outs to the food truck. Which one would you pair one of these with? Which food truck? Because you've got some great food trucks here.
I do.
Right? Which one of these would you pair it with?
You know what? I definitely would go with El Puesto and
They would
read my
killing
mind.
it. Yeah.
read my mind.
Which taco though?
The
Damn, I
the
don't
sweet
know.
bread.
Sweet bread could work. I really like the sweet bread with the Austin East Cider's pineapple cider though.
I
Yeah.
do ciders whenever, dude. That's my thing. I don't care. Everybody gives me shit about it, but
I
me
give you shit.
personally, I love
I can't
Austin East
stand
ciders.
ciders except for the Austin East cider.
Yeah.
That's the only
Oh
one.
yeah,
I
I
can
can't
drink.
do
It
like
tastes so
reds
different.
and
No, that's
all this.
garbage.
Yeah, trash.
That's
Dude,
garbage.
East ciders.
That's
is
heartburn
just
in a bottle.
Woodchuck,
amazing.
they're too sweet.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're too fucking sweet. And the Austin East ciders are sweet as well, but not as sweet as the others. So
they got that right flavor profile. Mm-hmm. But I'm digging it, man.
yeah,
I mean, I'm not
this
usually.
one, I definitely would pair it with. Hell, he has a new veggie taco that's really good, and he's using a vegan sausage, and well, actually, he can make it vegan if you don't add the cheese to it. That would go very well with this.
Awesome.
That sounds good.
That's great. Okay, so my question was, tell us a little bit what's going on up here. I know you
Yeah.
we set up here. This is the second. For those of you guys watching, tuning in, this is the second floor of Cultura. A lot of cool stuff has already happened here, and
Yes.
you have even more cool stuff planned. So tell us a little bit about what's going on up here.
Well, as of now, well, at least for the past, I guess, 2 months, we've been doing yoga here. They just wrapped up a yoga class here, so every Wednesday we do yoga from 7 to 8, and then when we have our brunch, they'll do yoga also from 12 to 1. Other than that, we've been kind of just using this upstairs as kind of our headquarters / think tank.
War room and shit.
War room, yeah, and just chill room. Like if it gets too crazy downstairs, we'll come up here and just have a beer and just kind of like.
and there
all right.
was a show
Yeah.
up here a few.
Done a couple of shows here.
A few weeks back. Yeah, you had-
If the weather gets too cold outside or whatever, we have the space. We have electricity up here. We have restrooms up here. But the ultimate goal for up here is to have another bar, which will make it our third point of sale. Yes. You can see back here, we started construction on the bar yesterday.
You said third, so you've got the indoors, you've got
Yeah,
the
the
one
back
that's
bar.
the back bar right here,
And then we're gonna have the upstairs bar. Yeah.
And
was
those
kinda-
three are you planning on running those three every day or
No, just
events?
depending on events, but mainly Friday, Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was about to say I was kind of hoping we were gonna shoot in the back bar just to get that like, I don't know, but I really like the space upstairs. I remember when the first like before you guys had even opened, I think like when we still had the studio back here in Mile 1, I had came outside and you were like, oh look, check it out, and I was like, dude, holy shit, this is fuck. Like the bar wasn't even there
It's
yet.
beautiful. For anybody who hasn't stopped by and checked it out, once you get your things running and the space is ready to go, you need to come check it out. I think the first time was during one of the meetings that you guys were having that you came and you showed me up here.
Yeah.
In love with it instantly. And I know you've got a lot of you've got a vision for up here as well.
Yes,
Tell us
absolutely.
a little bit about that.
This is going to be more of the, I guess, the loungier aspect of Cultura.
Okay.
Downstairs can get a little hectic, especially in the main bar with just, the beer ordering. That's why we have the back bar to kind of alleviate that, and on a good night, most people want to be outside, but for those that want to be indoors, and now we're going to have the upstairs. We'll have some couches, and whatnot. We'll have another draft system back here as well.
Nice.
I think we're only going to do draft up here. We're not going to have any cans or bottles, just draft.
Okay.
Maybe
Dope.
6 or 8 lines, up here. And comedy shows are coming up as well, Roger. Yeah.
Yes, we're going to be doing the mic drop. For those of you who hasn't followed already, we have a page open. I personally and my buddy, another comedian friend, Francisco Flores, Frankie Flowers, a.k.a. the Comedy Sausage, shout out. We will be hosting and running an open mic up here. It was an idea that I've had for a while. We've been jumping around from place to place, and I've talked about this on a couple of episodes already. But yes, we'll be having the upstairs portion as the venue for these open mics that are coming soon. And Chris, has been super accommodating, extremely, again, lending his personal vision in expanding the scene, just any scene, whether it's, the craft beer scene, the music scene, the food truck scene, and now the comedy scene. I'm really excited to be a part of it, and I'm really excited for this space to be done. I know you're planning to put a PA system up here and a spotlight as well.
We already have it in. We just got to set it up.
Awesome.
I'm
super excited for that.
too.
I can't wait. Yeah. The stage looks beautiful, by the way. For anybody who hasn't come by,
I wish we could turn the camera
I
around
wish we
there.
could.
I don't want to fuck.
I don't
the
want to
shot
fuck
up.
with anything right now as well. Let's
Next
guys
one?
all good. Next one. Let's
Oh
go.
shit! All right, I'm the only one that's still sipping.
You still sipping, babying.
Babysitting. All right, so let's see what we got next here. Okay, let's see this one.
Oh,
So we got Dogfish Head. It's called The Perfect Disguise. Double IPA.
for the camera right here, real quick.
Double
Check this
IPA.
out.
Tell us a little bit about that. I know you've got your extensive beer knowledge. What
I
is a
haven't
double
had this
IPA?
one yet either. These are all new to me. I
geez,
haven't had a
nice.
chance to drink the new stuff. Unfortunately, this past Monday we weren't able to do our beer tasting with the employees. We had some other work to do downstairs, so a lot of these beers I haven't had yet. So we're having them together. It's pretty cool.
Dope.
Let's do
That's
it.
why I
First
chose them
experience.
actually because I've been wanting to try them. I haven't had
Do you
a chance.
need an opener or something? Or
I always carry one. It's,
Okay,
it's
cool.
called a knife,
Oh, nice.
Oh.
There you go.
Called a
There you
knife,
go. Look at him.
You call that a knife?
That's a knife. So, what I read about this one is it's called the Perfect Disguise because it kind of tastes like a lager, but it's a double IPA. I don't believe that shit. I think it's a bona fide double IPA, in my opinion, just seeing the color already.
Dude, it's like
and I can
super-
smell it too. But whatever. It's got
Josh,
a cool,
pick that up, show
cool
it to the
logo.
camera, man.
Check
Look at
this
that.
out, guys.
Look at that little nice little.
It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried the Midas Touch from Dogfish Head?
I did actually. We had it at the other location.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorites, man.
You get in there.
One of my
cheers.
favorites. Cheers, my
Cheers.
guy.
Boom.
It's nice.
I wish you guys were here to taste this if you're over 21.
Yes, please. We do.
Oh, you
card.
can come on down and taste it. They've got all these beers available right now.
Oh, yeah,
we
that's
do.
true.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Wow.
This is great.
This is really nice.
I don't normally do double IPAs. This is.
I don't
I
either.
like double IPAs. The only other one that I've had was something bastard, but I forgot what the
Didn't
fuck.
you tell me about the clown
Arrogant
shoes
Bastard?
one last time?
The clown shoes one, space cake, but I don't think it's a double IPA.
It's not. Oh, okay.
No.
I think no,
Is it?
I think it is.
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, okay, all right, then it is. But it's really good.
See, for me, I'm not a big double IPA fan only because they're usually too malty, and that's not my cup of tea. But this one's nice. It's got some pretty notes to it.
Yeah,
Did
it really does.
Did it change your mind about that perfect disguise? Is it a lager?
It's definitely not. It doesn't
It's
have
not. No,
it's got
no.
that. It's got that hoppy taste at the end. a
for
little
sure,
bit
but
bitter.
it does have those fruity notes, dude. And this is This
smells
is right
good.
in my wheelhouse too.
Nice. Okay, cool. So I actually wanted to ask you about what got you into craft beer. Was
a
it
fan.
just Benny's idea, or was it like something that you?
No,
had
I
heard
got
of?
him into craft beer.
Oh, awesome!
there it
That's
is.
Great.
The progenitor himself.
Yeah, no, yes. Actually, ever since I started drinking beer, obviously I started off with Budweiser, Bud Light, that kind of shit. Mickey's, when I was like 14, 15, Mickey's was the shit.
Mickey's with OJ.
Yeah, no, just straight up Mickey's, man. I wouldn't do the brass monkey, but I guess before I moved to Austin. I got into Shiner. I remember Shiner used to have a Hefeweizen. That was good. They used to have a Kolsch also. That was good as well. Got into Dogfish Head as well. Whatever I could find at the Gucci Bee, because that was the only place in Laredo that had craft beer.
Gucci Bee.
You know what that's
Gucci
at?
B. Shout out to Delmar. Nick.
Yeah, the Gucci Bee had the best beer before, Capataz came around. They were probably the first ones to push the craft beer. After that, I would say Scratch probably. And then us.
Alamo?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, Alamo, but I'm talking about the local cats.
Yeah, local stuff.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
local stuff,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, Scratch was actually they had craft beer meetings that they would do. There was a bunch of people who would like go and review some stuff. I had one friend who ran an Instagram. It was called the Beer Father, and it was about him talking about everything from like the BTUs, that bitter unit stuff, and all that kind of stuff. And you had the alcohol percent ABV.
Oh my God,
And
dude.
so this is great.
good.
Actually, let's do a pause for that. This is actually really good.
I do want to give a shout out to Bobby over at Capataz. That dude's been holding it down over there, man, holding his own for quite a few years already, and consistently also bringing in fresh stuff. And also that friend at Scratch, those guys, also a team over there is fantastic. They have great cocktails as well. Good
Great
food,
sandwiches.
great sandwiches.
Oh, man, the sandwiches.
The brunch as well, but mainly for me, it's the food. I'm sorry, the beers. They consistently bring in beers that are really good. So
I tried the sold out there because they have it on tap, I think.
Nice.
And it was really, really, really good. I was waiting for my order, and I was like, I'm just gonna pull up in the bar and get something.
might as
real
well,
quick.
right? Might
Yeah,
as
I
well.
had the first time that I went there, I had the Conspiracy Theory, which is also Southern Star. I
That's
believe.
right.
Yeah, and
It's really good,
Yeah,
too.
that stuff was really good.
I
also.
love that one actually. That's a
Yeah,
really
that was
good
Conspiracy
IPA.
Theory, and I think there was another one called I forget the name, man. It was another Southern Star one. But
Blood
yeah.
Belt.
Was it Blood Belt? No,
Could
you
be.
know what? I had that one.
here.
I had the Bloody Hatchet here. That's what I had.
Oh, that's
and
right.
I loved
Yeah.
that.
The
man.
that was for during the Halloween
that was
season.
Halloween season. Yeah,
Damn, did I try that one?
that
I don't
was
think
that's
so.
a mix, right? That was
Yes.
Blood Belt and
that was the Bury the Hatchet Stout and the Blood Belt mixed together. Yeah.
Whoa.
That was really
yeah,
good.
sounds
it was,
wild.
it was
It was
very
good.
wild. It was very good too. Cool, man. So we talked a little bit about the inspiration, the ideas that you have for up here. What do you want to talk about, man? Is there anything that there's like you've been thinking about yourself? Like, what is the next step for Cultura? Is it always evolving? Is the idea
Absolutely. Yes. That's exactly what happened with Cavedolce as well. We were just, we started off as just being a little bakery, just selling cupcakes and coffee. And then people came in, they were like, you guys don't have lunch? We're like, shall we do lunch?
Yeah, I
Well,
got
let's
you.
make a menu then. Fuck it. And then before
Who
you know
came
it,
up with the venue? The menu, sorry.
me and Valerie.
Oh yeah,
Me and my
cool.
wife, yeah.
Damn, so you guys are like culinary like pros too, because like
Yeah.
the stuff that you guys have, if it's all like personal menu, that's like that stuff is very impressive. Considering
it's so good.
you're on all like every frequency.
Well,
you know?
Valerie's a pastry chef.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
I had no
Yeah.
idea. I
Okay.
never
Yes.
knew that.
Did not know that.
Yeah, she went to the Cordon Bleu in Austin.
What?
And that's the reason why we were in Austin for about 5-6 years.
Oh, geez.
So we moved up there. She went to schooling for a year, and then we just stuck around. We didn't come back till 2009, actually, to open up Cavedolce, which opened up to 2010.
Dude, now thinking about how you guys have really been, again, like Roger has mentioned, pushing the scene in a bunch of different aspects. When was it? Before Cultura, this is when you're at Cafe Dolce, right?
Uh-huh.
When was it that you were like, why don't we have shows here?
Okay, so speaking about evolving and having something, out of nothing, yes, like I said, so we started off just making pastries and coffee and whatnot. Sandwiches came around, and then I remember this lady came through, and she was like, can I put my art on your walls? And we were like, sure. And then Val's like, I'll do you one better. Why don't we do an art show? And at that point, we're like, okay, well, let's do an art show. And that was the first one. And then some other cats came over asking for wall space. the next show, the next show. Before you know it, can I bring a band in? Sure, let's do it. So it just evolved, man. Cafe Dolce, as I like to treat this place too, Cultura, is like a living entity. It's going to evolve, it's going to morph into whatever is needed at the time to satisfy the zeitgeist of today in Laredo.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. I mean,
The ever-changing downtown scene.
And that's how you stay relevant.
Absolutely, and I think it's pretty apparent. You know, you guys had a
100%.
packed house on a Tuesday night when it was cold. Like
Yeah.
it was awesome last night. Geez, I had a question. It was touching on the girl that asked us today in the morning.
It's so creepy how we're on the same wavelength. It's fucking weird.
Because so we had a presentation last week at VMT, which is Vidal Entreviño.
That's my old school, man. I graduated from Villa.
So
Alma mater.
were you
Yeah, my
going
alma
to
mater.
ask about the?
I was gonna ask the exact same thing. Or I don't know if it's the exact same thing, but we're in the same
okay, well,
neighborhood.
let me do this. So she asked us specifically what is the advice that we have towards young artists, and like if we have any sort of like stature to say any of that. But my one thing was you have a responsibility to this town, and if you're gonna leave and pursue your dreams and all that kind of stuff, that's great. Go out and do the things wherever you find that opportunity at. But come back and share that experience and the stuff that you've gathered, the knowledge that you've gathered, and the personality that you've cultivated from that, and share it with Laredo, because like you said, the zeitgeist, the whole thing that's constantly evolving,
Yep.
it needs people like that. You did that. You left. You were in Austin for a while. Would you say that when you came back, a majority of the stuff that you had to offer was maybe like a culmination of all those different things that you had, or what made you come back? Was it just
yes and no? I mean, ultimately, I didn't want to come back. I mean, we were pretty comfortable over there, and we decided, we were convinced to come back because Val's mom wanted to open up a cafe, and since Val had gone to schooling for pastries and whatnot,
that's
and
awesome.
I was working kitchens and stuff, so I was like, okay, I guess we can do this. And we didn't have, a mortgage. We didn't have fucking children or that kind of shit. We had a couple dogs, and and we had an
Hey,
apartment.
they count as children too.
Yeah, they are my kids,
Fur babies.
But we didn't have anything really tying us down to the city of
Right.
Austin, and I was getting very nauseated with it already to begin with, because it was
Why?
It was just getting too congested, and for the most part when I was living in Austin, believe it or not, like I was more of a hermit crab. I didn't really want to venture out, and because I'm also a musician, so I didn't really ask to go to jam with anybody. I didn't, people wanted to jam with me, and I was like, no, I'm cool. I built a studio and just recorded music, in my free time.
What?
Yeah, and go to work and drink some beers and hang
Do you
out.
happen to have already recorded tracks?
I have a lot actually.
Dude, you should
Like
send
with
us
you right now?
Not with you right now, but
No, not right
you
now.
can send us something that we can play as the outro music, so we can put that on the episode. That would be awesome.
Well,
Please.
Is
it something you don't want to be public?
I mean, I don't give a shit, But the thing is, my computer's down and I have them saved on
okay.
CDs. I can probably.
Lend us a CD.
Yeah.
We'll rip it, man.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's the
we'll
CD.
do that,
We'll
yeah.
burn that shit
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
to the laptop.
Let me see if I can find something. Give me some
Was
time.
that what you were going to ask?
You fucking yes, dude. I hate you. Stop. That was weird. That was fucking weird. but
We were talking about being on the same wavelength and frequency. We've been kind of on and off these last couple of episodes because like
we're on right now, baby.
Yeah, right now we're live, right? And I feel it, and it feels good. So
I think you're feeling the beer, my guy.
I think so, man. Those other IPAs.
Hey, speaking of, I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm
I
ready.
just,
I'm ready
jumped up
too.
to your level, so
All right, what's coming up next? I think we're gonna do a shiner here. We are gonna do a shiner here.
Wicked
There we
Juicy.
go.
I've actually had
Oof,
this, right?
Okay.
So this is their from the Wicked Juicy series. They have the first one, which is their hazy IPA. This is the same beer, but they added coconut and pineapple.
Okay, I'm down.
Let's do it. They're getting in the summer spring vibes.
That's exactly what it is. It's their seasonal for that. And they also have the sea salt and lime coming out soon.
Sea salt and lime.
Yeah, they had that last year.
The face that Josh gave me,
Bro,
is
I don't
awesome.
know.
It's good.
One of the all-time, like, I mean, this is neither here nor there, but one of the all-time like greatest lagers that I've tried, or Mexican lager, is the Otra Cerveza.
I've never tried that.
Oh, cerveza por favor. Una cerveza por favor, right? Is that what it's called? From
Is that 903?
no, it's
No.
yeah, it is. It is
it really?
903. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Una cerveza, por favor?
cerveza por favor.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this, man. I mean, aside from the fact that it's got pineapple coconut in it,
It's fucking delicious. I'll tell you that. But,
you know what? That's all I need to
it's
hear.
because the thing is that I'm a really big fan of the original Juicy IPA. It's the blue can, and you can find it anywhere in Laredo. Same as this one, the
That's the
pineapple
blue,
coconut
the blue
variation.
orange or my
Yeah,
Dive right in.
Yeah. So you can find these also at the HEB, but come over here and you can
try
also,
it out.
And you can
Try it
also,
out and
you
get
can
some
also
good
have
music.
tacos here too. So
100%. Get some tacos with your
and some
Shiner.
fucking culture too. While you're at it.
Dude, you know what the funniest thing was that I've seen here? I just left the studio from like one of our fucking late night podcasts, and then there was a guy sitting here with the Migos shirt that said culture on it, and I was like, that's it. I've seen everything. This guy's culture. I'm at Cultura. I'm culture.
We were here right after the episode with Innocent Android. We came for the Shiner event that you guys had, which was fucking awesome.
I still have a picture in my truck.
I do have the picture, which is great, and I want to post it up at some point because
Nice.
we're all like me and Josh, and then we had the boys from Innocent Android, Raul and Ram, and they were just kind of standing over us, and we were just like hard style like pose.
Nice.
It was great.
Represent.
That was a great event actually. The Shiner
it
event.
was. You know what? That's another question. What is your favorite event? Do you have I know you can't say favorite, but like what events are you most
Memorable.
Like,
Most
memorable.
memorable?
Yeah.
Man, I mean, they all have their own charm, and they're all different. Fuck, man, I guess I got really fucking plastered the last Oktoberfest event. That's for sure. Those
I was there. I took pictures. It was awesome.
Those Marzen beers were fucking.
The Marzens
They
were
kicked my
fucking
ass.
amazing.
Valerie had to take me home. Like the last hour we were open, she's like, "Chris, like you gotta fucking
there.
go home, dude."
I was there. Yeah.
So that was memorable, but also I don't recall everything that night. Okay,
So the
I
most
do not
memorable,
recall.
the
I
most
don't-
memorable is the least memorable.
Yeah, yeah. It's because I guess little by little I started to recollect.
Here's a good question that won't single out like anyone or whatever, but what seasonal type beer is your favorite seasonal type beer?
Dude, I'm down for pilsners and lagers. So for me, spring and summer. St. Arnold's about to bust out. Well, it's already out, but in our market, we haven't gotten it yet. It's the Springbok. That one's coming very soon. Love that one. Another one from St. Arnold's is the summer beer with the summer pills. That fucking beer is the shit, man. That's the one that has the psychedelic colors on it, and
Yeah.
You
I've
ever
had it.
the
I've had
pink
it.
can?
Yeah. Yep, I've had it.
that's their summer pills. I love that shit.
For fucking St. Arnold's, I've had like their lawnmower, the white noise,
Yes.
the summer pills, and
The orange show's pretty good too.
Fuck, there's one more that I'm forgetting, but I don't know. They're really good.
They
But
have- they're
my
a-
favorite is the lawnmower one.
Me too.
I really like that one.
Yeah, that one's very easy drinking. That's their Kolsch beer.
I'm still sticking with that candied porter, that candied pecan porter. Oh, dude, it was
That
so
was the
great.
cold
No,
front,
candied pecan
the Shiner
stout?
cold front.
I don't remember.
No, it was a porter. Yeah.
It was porter. Yeah, the candy and the Sam Smith organic chocolate stout. That one also was the one.
I had
of
that
these-
for a while. That's right.
I love
Yeah.
that for the for that season as well. That was the one that I was kind of like, yeah.
And that's the
this is my
thing, I kind of started to break away from the darker beers, the porters, the stouts, because I thought, Laredo winter was gone. And then last week, some cats were like, "Why don't you have any porters?" Or
Where's my porter?
"Where my porters at? Where my stouts at?" So that's why I said, "Fuck, I'm gonna bring I'm
Wait,
gonna bring a
bro,
porter this
damn.
week,
Dude,
motherfucker.
I'm enjoying the shit out of
You're
this
enjoying
episode.
it too fast, man.
This episode is
You are going
great.
fast. I'm already getting buzzed.
I'm enjoying it. It's great.
100%, dude.
It's just that I know we have to wrap up until 10:30. I wish we had.
We got a few more minutes.
more-
We'll be all right. Yeah, we have some more time.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
I had a question. It wasn't about Oh yeah, you know what? I was gonna say your grand opening event, dude.
Oh, yeah?
that was huge. And I remember you were here. You
That was
had
special.
who was it? Which remind me again? Which brewery that you had here? That you had a
Karbach.
special Karbach had that little special edition glass. You guys tapped the keg for your.
We made that beer.
You did, yeah.
With
So tell
Karbach.
us a little bit about that
yes,
experience.
dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Let's dive into that.
That was great, actually. So we had done a couple of events with them at the old location, and I guess we left an impression on the reps, on Matthew and Phil, and really cool dudes. So then one day, we're still over there actually, and then one day Matthew calls me, and he's like, "Hey man, would you guys be interested in coming up to to Karbach in Houston and making a beer?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah,
of course."
And he's like, "And then when it's done, you guys can tap it at your location." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do this shit, man!" I couldn't believe it. I felt honored. Like, why us?
amazing,
They could have called anybody else in Laredo, anyone else in any other city. They could have just not asked no one in Laredo. But I guess we left an impression with them, and they were thinking like, who can we get? Who can we get? And from Laredo, it was us, you know. And there was a few other cats. It wasn't just us. From all over Texas, they had 10 different bars from different cities.
Still though, that's like Texas is fucking big.
Yeah.
If y'all didn't know already.
So
and like
they favor our account with them, you know. So and I was very honored about that.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
shit, that is a huge honor. I still have that little like honorary, that little celebratory glass,
Yeah.
man. I sip coffee,
So-
coffee out of it sometimes, just looking like sophisticated.
I'm cool.
So that's the reason why we decided we knew that day we were gonna go, and we
The
knew
mayor was here that day. I remember that too. He was the one that was like, he chugged the
he had the
fucking
first
beer.
one, and that shit was like 10%.
Y'all should have given him a shoey, dude. Fuck it.
But going back to brewing that beer, basically, so we knew we were gonna go on this certain date, and then it just so happened that we ended up closing the old location in June, and in July was the time we were gonna go over there, and it was gonna take about a month and a half to ferment that beer. So we're trying to shoot for like August, September to open, and we ended up opening in September. So it kind of worked out.
Really,
But-
just September? It feels like it's been a lot longer.
No,
than
we
that.
opened September 2018. So, anyways, that's when we decided, well, we're going to be closed for a few months as we finish construction and wait for TABC to give us a license again and all that bullshit. So we went on a brewery tour, and we ended up, the last stop was going to be Carbach to go make that beer.
Damn. And
that
y'all
was
had like
awesome.
vlogs about this, right? I remember seeing it.
We made videos.
Exactly.
Yeah, every stop, you know, we stopped and made a video. Yeah.
That's right. I remember that. I really enjoyed that. That was a pretty cool.
It was a little mini series.
Yeah, that's
That we
right.
did. It was about 6-7 episodes. I believe, no, 6 episodes. So, anyways, we go to Carbach and we get there and we get to the special room and they give us free drinks and they have a buffet for the honorary guests, you know, which is all of us, you know, that were there, and meeting other people from other cities and talking about beers and eating great food. And then they throw us in a room, and every wall, there's 4 walls, obviously, and 3 out of 4 walls, there's tables just lined up with every fucking hop you can think of. They just have them like piled up, and they had a little name there. Okay, so this is Glacier, this is a Calypso, this is Citra, whatever. So holy shit! And there's chairs, and there's like a fucking a TV there, and the head brewer Chris from Carbach comes over, and he's like, okay, you know, we're gonna give you guys a quick lesson about hops and how to make beer and yada yada yada. Cool. So it was about 15-20 minute class, and then afterwards, okay, walk around, get the hops, smell them, crush them in your hands, take a whiff, you know, and start to create your beer. Like what hops do you want to use? We knew. So every beer started off with a certain base. It was their hop delusion base. So that's their double IPA. And they've done a few variations. They've done like mango. They've done a 4 hop variation, you know, all kinds of shit. So then we decided, okay, so we're going to do a 4 hop variation, and we're going to add a fruit to it.
I just want to interject real quick for people who aren't like aware. You know, hops is the building block of beer.
Hops is where you get, basically you get the balance of the beer and you get the flavor. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted
Most of the flavor, yeah.
a little bit of a follow-up question. We had talked about this personally before, but you ever thought about starting your own brewery?
Fuck yeah.
Is that in the vision?
It's the grand vision. Yes. So what we did was when we opened up Cultura about a month in, me and Benny started talking, well, shit, why don't we start to consider brewing our own beer here? You know, it's just small batches, maybe become a brew pub. You know, and we said, we just signed this TABC license, and maybe in 2 years, you know, we'll talk about converting the brew pub and have figure out what we need to do to make our own beer. So the 2-year marker is this May, so we have to re-sign with TABC, but we're not ready for that yet. We're not ready to brew our own beer because we had to move. You know, that took a lot of time.
Yeah.
To transition over here.
What kind of space would you need for that?
Mainly more the money.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
you need a lot of capital just for a microbrew. So I don't like to work with investors. Not because I guess not that I don't like to. I want to hold myself responsible, you know, and also, you know, my partners and whatever. But working with people with big money, like it's a whole other situation. You know?
They try to like
they're gonna hold a lot of responsibility on you.
they want to
Yeah.
like kind of like influence.
And that's too much
the-
stress. Like if we fuck up and we lose money, it's our money.
Yeah,
you know?
it's yours.
So it's kind of a scary notion to think about, but that's the only way it's gonna happen. If I really want to make a brewery, I'm gonna have to work with investors. You know.
Do you have an idea of like what you'd call it? Would it be like Cultura Beer Brewing Co. or something?
I don't know.
Cultura Brewing Co.
Maybe it's a good name.
It definitely.
Hey,
Cultura Brewing.
You heard it here first. You know, I don't know, 15% finder's fee.
At least a free tab.
A free beer. I don't know, here and
Well,
there.
you weren't the first one. We thought about that already.
Oh, okay.
We've been thinking about names,
All
bro.
right, fair enough.
What about the 1 year anniversary of this new building? What do you guys have planned for that? Have you thought about it at all?
No, not at all.
You haven't?
No, we take it.
I mean, that's coming up fast.
It's going to come up fast. Yeah, we have a lot happening up until then. So we have Rasquacha coming up in the summer.
Rasquacha 3, right?
4.
4.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right.
Rasquacha
3 was
4.
this last one.
The first one was at Cafe Dolce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Second one was at Pan American, and then we had one this past September. September. That was our first event that we had. Big
I
event.
was here for it. You guys have live painting. You had Chivato playing that night.
That's right. That's a collaboration between me, Valerie, and Sergio.
Sergio is real cool dude. Again, Chivato and Santo Vicio.
Yeah, Santo Vicio and La Mata too. Don't forget La Mata.
That's right. La Mata.
He's a bass player, right?
He plays there.
At least on Santo
dabbles.
Vista, he was a bass player, no?
Yeah, Santo Vicio, he played bass, and then La Mata, he plays guitar, side vocals, and then Chivato, he sings.
He sings, yeah.
La Mata
And
can
he
sing.
he plays guitar too in
Yeah.
Chivato too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out Sergio. Sergio's a cool dude.
That's right, my homie.
I had a funny little altercation with him not too long ago. I did an open mic at the Cold Brew, and while I was at there, him and Alejo, who's the keyboard player for Chivato
And drummer for La Mata.
and drummer for La Mata and guitarist for
Dude.
Santo Vicio.
Dude, Alejo plays
He is
all the instruments
he is
you can think
the
of.
fucking jack of all
I've
trades,
seen that guy play trumpet.
master of all of them.
I've heard him sing. That fucker can
Oh,
sing.
shit.
Yeah. So they were there. They were about to leave, and I had they had just called me up to the stage to go for my next spot, and so I was on my way up, and I was like super honored because they were like, "Oh, dude, Roger's about to go up. Like, oh, let's chill back here and stay, whatever." I went up. I happened to have a fucking killer set that night. It was amazing, and I went up there, and afterwards I got off set, and Sergio comes up to me, and he was kind of drunk, and he goes.
When is he not drunk?
Right, yeah. He comes up to me. He's like, I got to talk to you, bro. Like,
Sounds like him.
come here, man. Come here. Man. And
Netflix.
He goes, and he gives me a cigarette. And he goes, yo, what you just did up there, bro? Fucking gold. Like, I hadn't seen that kind of shit from it. You're so fucking natural on stage, bro. And I was just like... Thanks, dude. Like, appreciate it. I'm really fucking bad at taking compliments. So these guys were like he was like gassing me up, and I was just kind of like, all right, dude, thanks. So just having my cigarette. He grabs the back of my head.
Oh, Lord.
And I was like, yo, you gonna fucking kiss me or what's going
About
on?
the French, my guy?
And he was like, man, man. And he like hugged me and like put my face into his chest and shit. So I was just like, what's going on here? And he goes, you and me, bro, like, I get it, dude. I get it. You like making people laugh because you have a pain that you carry with you. And that pain makes you want to make other people laugh because you don't want them to have that pain. And that's super noble. And I was like, yeah, dude.
Exactly,
man.
Yeah. So
That's exactly why I do it.
yeah, but Sergio was a fucking cool dude, man. So yeah, you don't have any like idea.
We haven't even thought of it. No, not yet. I mean, we'll come up with something. Obviously, I mean,
Right,
we're definitely spur of the moment cats, and we get our best ideas when we don't overthink it, and it comes natural to us. If we sit down and overthink, it's exhausting. You know, we'd rather just have a few beers after work, and that's how we get most of our best ideas.
Yeah.
Maybe we can see Chris up on the stage performing
Chris.
something.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Let's see.
Well,
at some point,
I
man.
used to have that band Archer Crab. I don't know if you guys ever heard that band.
I had no. I only recently started getting onto these scenes like lately. Like it's maybe been a couple of months that I've been like out here. And Cultura was one of the first ones that kind of dragged me down here in the first place to get to the downtown scene.
Mm-hmm.
Beer burp. But yeah, it's always been one of those like spots that definitely inspires you to get out here and check that out. So
Yeah.
I forgot what I was saying, but I think we should. You guys ready for the next one?
Pop top.
Pop. It's pop time.
Pop the top on
Let's do it.
another
So
one.
let's do the founders for the homie Josh over here.
What's
All
up?
right, let's get it. This would be.
I'm not gonna lie, I've had this one before. It's up there for me.
Oh, you've had it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I got a little lazy with the ordering of the porter, and I said, "Fuck it, man. Founders is good."
Oh yeah, dude.
We'll get that porter.
It's solid. It's solid, dude. It's a fucking go-to. You can pull up on that.
Sorry, are you still sticking to the Texas craft beer stuff, or are you kind of expanding now that it's been evolving?
It's like I said. I mean, usually our menu is minimum 80% Texas craft.
Okay.
Yeah, always. Sometimes more.
What's your favorite out of Texas craft?
There's quite a few actually. So I love Founders.
Look at
Founders
that.
is good to
Yeah.
begin with, obviously. Oscar Blues from Colorado. Ballast Point from San Diego.
Yeah, Ballast Point's great.
I've had Ballast Point, yeah.
What else? Dogfish Head as well. I like a lot of Colorado breweries. I like this shit, man. It's that Colorado spring water. It's just so clean, and it's just a real fucking fresh beer.
That has an effect on it. Like,
Absolutely.
the
Check this
taste.
out.
Absolutely.
What's
where
the
it's
ABV
really at.
on this, Chris?
This one is 6.
It's not too wild.
Look at that though.
6.5.
It's oil, dude.
Dude, it's
oil.
fucking
It's
soy.
it's not that wild.
We're drinking soy sauce right now, bro. That's what's up.
The soy sauce. Yeah.
Dude,
You get the cheers, man. Come
Oh,
on,
cheers,
right
cheers.
here.
My bad.
Cheers.
I got excited.
Last one of the night, right? Let's do it.
Yeah, that's really good.
fuck yeah, it's that flavor, man.
It's nice.
Fuck, I forgot what type of beer it is. You might know the birthday bomb from Prairie Artisan Ales.
What the hell is that? Yes,
It's,
I haven't had that one in a
it's
while.
a stout, isn't it? A Russian Imperial. It might be.
I don't remember. I'm not too familiar with Prairie to tell you the truth. I used to carry the Phantasmagoria.
I've never had that one.
That was there. What the hell was that? I think that was an IPA, double IPA, if I'm not mistaken. But it didn't sell, man, and they're expensive.
Dude,
Prairie
they're
is
super expensive. I remember, so one of my homies, Andy, he's kind of the one that put me onto the whole like draft beer or craft beer type of game, right? And Alamo had it at one point on tap, and he was like, "Try this." And this is like as craft as I would get would be like Blue Moon. Like that's where everyone starts off, kind of. And he was like, "Here, dude." And it was like similar to this, man. I'm like, dude, did you just like pour soy sauce in a fucking cup? Like, what's going on? Damn, dude. Like to this day, that's probably like hands down my favorite beer. And anyway, so fast forward, like whatever. I was at Specs and I was like, oh shit, they have them. So I was like, let me fucking get them all. And then I looked at the price and I was like, oh, wait a minute. If I buy a 6-pack, it's fucking like $54. Oh shit.
Yes.
Dude, each bottle that is like this size was like $9 and change, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll take 3 of them, I guess.
If you go to a bar and they have that bottle, it's probably going to be about $17.
Hey, but it's really good. It has like super good flavor. Like,
Well, check the dates, man. Always check the dates on beers whenever you go to any retail store. Stuff that's not very popular, like that one. I'm not. Maybe it is. I'm not sure, but just always check the dates, please. That way, you make sure you buy a good product and make sure you get your money's worth.
definitely.
Yeah. Always check the dates, man. You just get the bottle or get the can. I'll tell you right here. This bad boy, the Cowboys from Hells, was canned the first or January 16, 2019. So
There you go. That's fairly recent.
it's fairly recent, you know. Always do that.
Beautiful. I love porters.
Bottled the 17th of January 2019.
There you go.
There you go.
It's pretty fresh.
And most beers will have a 6-month shelf life.
Shelf life.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah, I think my homie ended up buying out the rest of the stock that they had at Specs.
Nice.
We talked
Very
one
nice.
time. I remember specifically. We've had a couple of conversations about beer, but we talked about your favorite rare beer. You had a beer that was like super hard to come by because either they had stopped bottling it or it was a very limited run, but then they were still out there at some point. You managed to get one for like Derek's birthday or something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. And it's not a limited run. It's just a beer that I remember when we first opened. Kids, the thing is, when we opened up Cultura, obviously, I thought I knew a little bit of craft, but I didn't know much. it wasn't until when we started to bring in a lot of craft beers, then my I guess my palate for one, and also my knowledge of beer started to expand.
Right.
All right. I knew about craft beers, you know, and living in Austin, we had a lot of cool stuff to drink over there, you know. But I'm not a picky drinker, you know. Like I'll drink basically anything, you know. But I do have my preferences, that's for sure. Anywho, going to your question. One day, this guy is telling me about Piney the Elder, an IPA from, I think it's called Russian River Brewery in California. And during that year, that was the number one IPA in the country. Whoa. So when you read that, you're like, shit, I want to try it, right?
Yeah.
You know, so it just so happens that one of the customers that became a buddy of mine at Cultura when we were at Pan American said, hey, I'm bringing in a shipment of all these beers, and I'm going to probably have one or two extra Pineys. You want one? And I was like, fuck yeah. Well, it's $17 for the bottle. I was like, oh, shit. I'll fucking buy it then, you know. I want to try it, right? However, I get it, and I store it in my fridge because I'm like, okay, I'm going to choose an occasion to drink this. I'm not just going to fucking drink it on a Monday, you know. I'm going to find the right time to do it. Get busy. I forget that I had the fucking beer in the fridge, right? So then Derek's birthday comes around. He lives downstairs from me, actually, Derek. Mm-hmm. So we're like, well, shit, what are you doing? Oh, hang out in my apartment. Come upstairs, you know, let's drink some beers. Actually, I went to his apartment, actually, and I took that one. I go, fuck it, Derek, let's pop it together.
You spoke so highly of that beer that it made me, like, jealous. I was like, man, this guy loves that one beer.
Did it live up to the hype?
More than...
It was a good IPA, yes, but was it the best? I don't know.
Yeah, and again, everybody has a different palate, a different taste.
It did win, like, you know, awards and this and that. Okay, so Bell's, the Two-Hearted Ale.
Dude, that's really good.
Okay, so that one dethroned Piney. Yes. So for like a few years, Piney was the number one IPA. And then Two-Hearted Ale came out and dethroned Piney.
It's a pretty solid...
That's good. It's a good beer.
100%.
Yeah,
dude.
Bell's Two-Hearted Ale is a good beer. So, I mean, I enjoyed it, but whatever. I'm not gonna give it too much thought. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'm not a beer snob. I mean,
not at all. You don't give that vibe off at all. It's more of like a beer snob would be somebody like, oh, you don't like this, that kind of stuff. No, it's for you. It's like, hey, you know, I'm gonna help you find what you like because I've found a couple of things that I like. You know, and it's just kind of like sharing with a friend, which I think is again, you know, a huge key to the success of this place. You know.
No, and we're all beer enthusiasts. I mean, like just like you guys. Like, I'm sure you guys are beer enthusiasts. You're not beer nerds. You're not beer snobs. You know, like you get excited with beer. So do I.
Been my favorite episode.
I get excited with just like any fucking beer. I don't give a shit if it's cold. You know, like if I'm working, you know, fucking 5-6 hours outside. You know, and dude, you know what we were drinking? You know, when we were doing construction here during the summertime, it was fucking hot. So me and Val and Derek would come here to paint or clean or whatever this shit. Or sand the tables down outside and repaint whatever the fuck. And then come 6 or 7, you know what? Let's get some beers. Guess what we were drinking?
Stouts. Miller.
No. They got the light.
Hey, with a little lemon, bro. What's up?
Fuck yeah, dude. Dude, because it's cheap, it's good, and then during the summer, it goes down fucking awesome.
Dude, honestly.
And I'll get excited for that. I go buy a fucking 18-pack, put it on ice. Let it get colder.
Dude, a hot summer night by the pool, a Corona and lime.
Summer days just sitting around.
So for me, I get excited about beer. You know, not styles of beer, just beer in general.
Right.
That excites me. So I am an enthusiast, an avid enthusiast of beer drinking.
I might be a little bit on the snobby side, but
that's okay too.
Oh, you definitely are, dude.
Hands down. So?
Hands down.
You think
dude.
so?
Last time you defended, it's because the episode we had with Innocent Andre, this guy's like, yeah, man, we went to this place and we tried a space cake by Clown Shoes or something like that, and I was like, is that a drink? And he's like, yeah, motherfucker, what are you talking about? And I told him, I was like, man, you know what? I'm not gonna knock it because chances are my experience with craft beer is the crazier the name, the better it tastes. And he was like, yeah, man. So defended the shit out of that though.
Dude, definitely fucking. They have fucking Clown Shoes has a really good series of a bunch of different beers. They got like a pecan porter that's really good. They have like a breakfast ale that's fucking good. Dude, they have a bunch of other beers that I've tried that are really fucking good.
Do we have
from
anything
Clown
else in
Shoes.
here? We've got one.
Bunch of ice. If you
We've
wanna
got
drink
one
ice.
more, and we can do this for the wrap.
Let's
You
do it.
guys are down.
Yeah.
I'm down to dive into it. Let me
This
just
for the
knock
wrap.
this
So,
back.
while we're wrapping here, tell us a little bit, Chris. What's going on? What kind of events do you have planned? Plug your stuff, obviously,
Yes.
and kind of like sign off, man. Like I want to hear your. One of the things that we always talk about with anybody that we've gone on in general is what you want to see done in the Laredo scene. You know, I know you're helping to cultivate it, and you know, from the get go, you're helping pioneer a lot of it. What do you want to see done differently? What do you like that's been done? You know, we'll talk about that and tell us, of course. So what is this? What are we drinking?
Rio L, Swifty,
Swift.
American Pale Ale.
Show that to the camera.
I like Real Ale.
I crushed it already. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
I have
cool.
It's a bad habit.
Boom.
But
Feel a little bit in there. Oh,
yeah,
there it
well,
is.
I mean, events wise, you know, we always have something going on at Cultura Beer Garden. So, have it be Taco Tuesday, Vinyl Night, have it be Wednesday gaming or live music. Thursday, Chicas Chingonas, that's our ladies' night. Friday and Saturday, we have live music, and that's the whole fucking week right there. So, special events coming up. We have what's it called? The San Patricio Pachanga next Saturday. We have our first comedy show as well with Laredo Funny, and then to cap the month, we're gonna be doing the Bitty Bitty Bomb Beer Pachanga. April, we'll see what we come up with. You know, we go month to month. You know, we don't plan so far
In
into
advance.
the future because we're spontaneous, man. We'll just come up with we'll make fucking events. You know, like we say, oh, this Friday, what are we gonna do? I don't know. Let's do this. You know,
You've got your brunch markets every
that's right.
second and
The
fourth.
first and third.
First and third Saturdays here at the brunch market. The
Yes, we forget.
food trucks are always
Yes.
on point.
I was
So,
like,
yeah.
what if you do like a Jester's Brewery for like April Fools type thing?
That would be fantastic.
That'd be cool.
Unfortunately, we can't bring that brewery down to Laredo.
Oh, no?
Well, I mean, like they don't distribute.
Oh, I see.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
just like their
They,
own.
they distribute. I think they distribute just in the Austin area.
Just tell us a little bit about this beer.
Yes. So the Swifty actually had this one for the first time in Fredericksburg when we went to go visit Alstad Brewery.
What's that? Cool.
So we went back to our Airbnb and we bought tons of fucking beer and we made a carne asada and
Dope.
drank a lot of beer. So and I had this one for the first time. It was great.
Cheers here as
Cheers,
the
guys.
last one
Cheerskis.
for the night.
As far as your other question,
Yeah, you're.
the Laredo scene.
Yeah.
You were saying. I mean, I guess we're too busy to think about what everyone else is doing, and we like to just kind of like concentrate on what we can do here. You know, so like we have the upstairs opening up, so that's going to become a venue for other acts. You know, it could be acoustic nights, it could be a small band playing here, and mainly for us is the comedy, bringing in comedy to Cultura, and just showcasing Laredo in general. You know, we can do art shows up here too.
Right. Yeah, that was
You know,
another thing that I was
art
gonna ask.
installations, we can do that as well.
So you did have the vagina monologues.
We did actually, yeah.
A couple of weeks
Mhm.
ago.
We've done
You
a few
had
movie
some-
screenings here too upstairs.
Right, that's
Yeah.
right. You had Perfect Blue up here,
Yeah.
and that was a great anime. If anybody's ever said it's hosted by the Laredo Film Society.
That's right.
So again, continue. Let me-
No, that's fine because it's on the same topic. So, just continue to be a venue for people, you know, and working with people and collaborating with people. That's been our main goal since January the 1st. Is, you know, this year, let's just find ways to continue to collaborate with local talent. You know, like during these shows that we've been doing on Wednesdays, I get my buddy Rudy from Sledge TV, a good friend of mine, to come in and do a video to kind of cap, you know, that. You know, right now after this podcast, I'm gonna interview the band, you know, and ask them, you know, about their experience in Laredo.
Right.
So, and then he'll make a fucking kick-ass video that we can use to showcase on social media
all the cool shit.
and let people know that there's these fucking bands coming to Laredo, and also give them a taste of how we get down here, you know? So
Definitely.
That's awesome. I think it's perfect on there on the dime. I want to just say again, dude, thanks for being on the episode. Thanks for
Anytime,
joining
guys.
us on here
So
on
much fun.
Aliens on the Border. Anytime that you have anything that you want to plug, you want to talk about, or if there's something that you just want to get on it, talk some shit. I mean, like this was awesome. I mean,
Dude,
Good
I'm
shit.
down to do something like this. There was something I wanted to add.
What was your favorite beer so far?
Yeah.
Mine?
Yes.
Oh, are we gonna do this for like each one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with the porter, dude. This Founders.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not sure if you guys noticed. I was done with that like immediately.
Well, actually, I noticed you were done with all of them pretty quick.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
There was a trend that you
Homeboy came thirsty, so
100%.
thirsty dude, man. I'm telling you, I came here ready to.
He was parched.
Ready to take. I was parched. I was.
Shout out
That's
to
true.
Mikey and Alan in Austin. What's up?
Yeah,
Fuck
sure.
y'all.
Cheers. What about you? What was your favorite?
Fuck, dude. I'm really torn, like, so hard between this Dogfish Head and the fucking porter from Founders, dude. I'm like, I don't know. It's a coin toss. Gun to my head, I'll probably just go with Founders as well because I fucking love dark beers.
Yeah.
But
Chris, you tried a few new ones today. Which one?
Yeah,
Which
I
one
did
of these
actually.
had left an impression?
I was digging the Dogfish. Yeah, absolutely. This is
And
really
that's
good.
the one you came in kind of like reluctant about too.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of the times when I order through 3 different distributors. So 2 locally and then 1 out of towner. So the out of towner is Benny Keith, and each distributor has rights to certain breweries, right? So Benny Keith only comes and delivers to me every Monday. So I put my order on Friday, and then it comes on Monday. So a lot of the times, if you look at the inventory list that they have, it's just fucking crazy. You know, it's so many fucking beers that I can order, you know? Like, so many options. It's overwhelming. So a lot of times, I just kind of bypass every fucking thing and just go to Texas. So Real Ale, you know, Franconia, this and that, whatever. Independence.
let me ask you this: is Weathered Souls a possibility?
Weathered Souls self-distribute, and we had them at the old location. I'm not sure if anyone else is bringing them down currently, but they're not going to come and bring me 2 kegs.
Okay,
You know,
I see. They need like
logistically, it doesn't make sense for them, and financially, it's not worth it. So they're gonna have to like sign up other accounts in order for them to come down.
I see.
Yeah. But anyways, this one was kind of a wild card. And every week I'll throw a wild card in there, just fuck it, get that one. I don't no research, nothing, just order the fucking beer and bring it in. And most of the time it works out. It's good beer.
Yeah. Well, all of these selections I think were great. My favorite, again, the Founders one. Yeah, I was a huge.
If you
fan
give
of
me
that.
some time to think about it, I'll go with the Perfect Disguise. It's really, really, really good. I never had that one before. I'm familiar with Dogfish Head. I've had like their 90-minute, their 120-minute.
Yeah.
Like the fucking.
I have the sequential pretty. Like, I don't
one's good.
Care too much for tart beers, like I said.
Well,
But
that
I
one's
dig
tart
one.
though.
Yeah, but I dig it.
That one's nice.
You should try their brown ale that's aged in Palo Santo Marron barrels.
Yes, I tried
Do you
getting
have
that
something
one
like
in.
that here?
No, not right now. I tried getting it in a few months ago, but it just depends. You know, I'll put my order in, and it just depends on availability. Yeah.
There you guys have it. If you guys want to come down and try some of this stuff, I definitely recommend that Perfect Disguise. If you're a fan of dark beers, please get the Founders. It's 100% like the best, probably.
And we'll be here for another hour. We're wrapping up around.
Dude, I'm gonna get a
10:47.
taco or
I'm
something.
gonna
I'm
chill
gonna-
here. This again, keep an eye on the. If you haven't already, which I have no idea what you're doing, go and like the Facebook page Cultura Beer Garden at Cultura Beer Garden on Instagram.
Thank you, yeah.
And follow their events.
Also on YouTube.
And
Also on
you've
YouTube.
got that's right. You do a little.
We just opened up a YouTube channel for these videos, and my buddy Ruiz doing
Right,
for
so
us.
Chris does videos to recap what the bands that he's
No,
got,
no,
and he also has
well,
the weekly beer recaps. He's got.
that channel's not open just yet.
Oh, okay.
We opened up a channel specifically for these videos that we're doing
With
with
Sledge.
Sledge TV. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, so those are we have 3 so far.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome. So
check
again,
those out.
check that out. Cultura Beer Garden on Facebook.
It'll be in the show notes.
It'll be in the show notes.
As always, don't ignore the fourth dimension. Drink better beer if you want to, or drink whatever you're drinking. It's fine. Definitely drink water. Water's always great.
Water's life.
I hope you all had a good time. We
Beer has
definitely
water.
did.
One little thing again, just in the spirit of Chris's spirit, collaboration over competition. Man.
That's right.
100%.
100%.
All right, guys, there you have it.
This has been another episode of Aliens on the Border.
I'm gonna play
We
the-
love you.
I'm gonna play the song again
Cheers.
for fun, for funsies.
Aliens on the Border.
Yes, where is it? It's right here.
That a flying disc has been found.
Faster than light spaceship of the future.
By direction of the President of the United States, stay in your home.
Is it human or inhuman? Earthly or unearthly?
Born in that swirling inferno of radioactive dust, there is no word to describe them.
We may be witnesses to a biblical prophecy come true.
Why is it that we usually ignore the fourth dimension?
Is this the human race of the future?
Aliens on the border.